Hey there, welcome to or welcome back to No Pants Profits. My name's Richard, still sitting here with no pants and hopefully helping you make a lot of profits and today save some money. This is not a clickbait title. I'm going to show you in the first 30 seconds exactly how this works, and then I'll go into a lot more detail. So we're 22 seconds in, so let's get right to it. What's going on here? Believe it or not, United Way in South Florida is allowing you to sail on Virgin for an extreme discount just by making a donation. Like I say, Virgin can't even give these cruises away. They are the best cruise. I'm not disparaging Virgin in any way, shape, or form. There is a link. It's the first thing you're going to see down there. And you can see you'll go right to this page. Lets you set sail and cruise for a cause. You can get a 4 to 8 night voyage for 2 on board Virgin Voyages ship, either the Scarlet Lady or the Valiant Lady, for pretty much the remainder of 2022. Some Christmas and New Year's dates are not on there, but pretty much the remainder of 2022, you can sail on any Virgin ship that's sailing out of the U.S., which the Scarlet Lady's already here, and the Valiant Lady will be here very, very soon. It's on its transatlantic right now for only $1,000 plus taxes and port fees. That's pretty mind-blowing. The link is right below. That's it for the TLDR. But let's go a lot more in depth. Now, I am not trying to disparage Virgin in any way, shape, or form. I love Virgin. I'm wearing my Virgin hat. I've done a whole bunch of reviews on Virgin before. I love it. But this deal is so good. I don't know if it's going to last when people really point this out. I've actually known about this deal for a while. Now, in full disclosure, I am generally a Virgin casino player, and my local casino gives me Virgin cruises, but I do have to pay to upgrade those 2 balconies. This comes with a balcony and can be a sailing of up to 8 days. I'm going to show you how all this works, but this literally comes with a balcony. You're sailing up to 8 days. Virgin is the best cruise line in the world I'm not going to go into the crazy yachts, but Virgin is the best cruise line in the world that you could really book and have a normal time. And they've got really unique things like my little, oh, come on, you're going to focus? My little personalized Richard wristband right here, which doesn't want to focus. But here's the really cool thing. Like I said, you can go to this link. It's being done by the United Way. And if I go right here, you literally can it tells you about Virgin Voyages, you hit reserve your cabin, and what are you doing right here? You're making a $1,000 donation to the United Way. I've had multiple friends that have done this. I'm actually going to be doing it before I post this video, because like I said, I generally sail with the casino, but that's only 4 or 5 day cruises. I want to take a friend on a longer 8-day cruise. And the only thing this doesn't include is drinks. It includes tips. It includes everything. That's important, because we're going to compare this in a minute. But this is the best cruise deal of 2022. But literally, you put in your email address, you go through that I'm not a robot, $1,000 gets you a cabin. You can buy up to, I think, like 20 cabins. And it literally, I'll show you the full math that it works out to. But yeah, you can buy, so it is a limited Seaview Terrace sailing before December 23rd, 2022, subject to availability. This is an insane deal. But I want to put it in perspective. So we're going to go ahead, we're going to look at Virgin. We're going to see what this would cost. I'm going to back this up a little bit because I did go with a sea terrace instead of a obstructed view sea terrace. This is going to be the cruise I'm going to be sailing on. So if you do want to sail with no pants profits, I will be on board the Virgin Voyages Scarlet Lady from December 3rd to December 11th, 2022. And there's my potential cabin number, but I'm probably going to change it before then, so you don't see that. You see it includes all food, essential drinks, Wi-Fi, tips, group fitness classes, shows, and entertainment. The only thing it doesn't include is alcohol. But you'll see, just to see the price, that's $3,219. You can get this for $1,456. So less than half the price Virgin's listed. You can literally book this cruise for $1,456. Now, what is that? I'm going to just break that down so you can see. That $1,842 is covered by your $1,000 that you give to the United Way. All you are paying is these taxes and fees. And if you go on a shorter cruise or a cruise with less ports, that number will go even lower. This is, I don't like to call it worst case scenario. This is worst case scenario. This is the highest fees you're going to pay. It's about $1,500 for an 8-night cruise for 2 people on a balcony. It's insane. It's crazy. Now, that's showing you is half of Virgin's price. But just so we can look, I looked for similar cruises leaving from Miami about the same time from the other cruise lines. And remember, these other cruise lines don't include nearly as much. So if we look at, say, Carnival, This is a Carnival cruise. It's on an old ship. It's not on a brand new Virgin ship. It doesn't include all the specialty restaurants and everything. I did do some reviews, which are going to be at the end of this video. So if you do want to see some reviews on the Virgin ships, I got a lot of them. But you'll see this on the Carnival Horizon, which is, she's an old girl. It's on the Carnival Horizon, 8 days, and you'll see it'll cost you $2,442. Let me make that a little bit bigger. Yeah, $2,442 is your base fare for guest 1 and guest 2 in a balcony on an old ship. Does not include Wi-Fi. Does not include, you know what? Let's prepay gratuities there. Now we're looking at $2,674. Again, similar cruise. You're not going to find the exact cruise because these cruises don't go to the same place. But I picked similar cruises, similar weeks. That's on Carnival, so that's that's $1,100 more than Virgin. It doesn't include nearly what Virgin includes there, and it's on an old Carnival ship. It's not on a brand new ship. Royal Caribbean. It's $5,000. And that's like a week before, but $5,000. It's kind of crazy. 2 guest, balcony room, deck 9. So we can just go ahead. We got only 1 remaining, just so you can kind of see. Let's choose that one. And you'll see we've got that $4,920. That's over $2,000 more for 2 nights less cruising. $2,000 more, 2 nights less cruising. Doesn't include half of what Virgin does. Plus, you've got to put gratuities on top of this, too. And they're saying you get a 30% savings. Okay, let's look at another big boy in the room. Another big boy in the room. Let's look at Norwegian. Similar cruise here. $4,554. Balcony on a same 7-day cruise sailing from Miami, Florida. Almost, you know, the exact same-ish dates there. It's insane what a great deal this is, and I really hope it stays alive for all of you. But it's amazing. Literally, I will show you. The link is below. It's from the United Way. And since we are No Pants Profits, I do want to talk about how they're doing this, because I think it's really, 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 really interesting. But yeah, you can get up to 5 cabins per purchase. So you can do up to $5,000 per purchase. If you want to take your whole family away, you can do it for less than any other cruise line. Less than Carnival, less than Royal, less than Norwegian. I'm going to put the itineraries for all 4 of these cruises in the title, you know, in the description below, because I want you to see this. It's come from my heart. My favorite cruise line. I'm literally wearing their hat right now. My favorite cruise line out right now. But this deal is so dang good. And now we come to the part where everybody goes, hey, you know what my mother always said? They said, if something's too good to be true, if something sounds too good to be true, it probably is. Now, here's the genius. I will tell you, I know this. This is not private information. This is from a friend who was on Virgin last week. Their ships are still sailing half empty. Now, of that half empty, probably 1/3 of it are people the casinos brought on, 1/3 of it are travel agents, and 1/3 of it are paying guests. I will say Virgin has done an exceptional job filling up their suites, and that's how they're still alive. But what they're doing is, the joke in the title was, Virgin can't give their cabins away on their cruises, and it's totally true, but this is literally them giving their cabins away. So what's really going on here? I think that's the interesting question, and that's what I like to explore. You've got the link if you want to know. You want to know this, but what's really going on here? So you are donating $1,000 to United Way in Miami. I can't promise this will be up forever, but the link's going to be below. That $1,000 is not a tax deduction for you. It is not deductible. That's important to know. So it's not a straight charity deduction. Generally speaking, it's not deductible because you know who's getting the deduction here? Virgin is. Here's what's really going on. And I'll break it down in financial terms because it's kind of interesting, because this is No Pants Profits, where we generally talk about finances and cruise ships. Oh my God, like this is like meant for what we're talking about. So, you know, if I go over to book a cruise, we'll see this cost $3,219. Just for giggles, we'll work out the taxes and port fees. We'll say it costs $2,800 to be easy. So here's what Virgin's doing. They are getting a $2,800 tax write-off by donating this cabin. You're giving $1,000, so they're really getting an $1,800 tax write-off. If you really want to go down to it, they're getting an $1,800 tax write-off by donating this cabin, because you're giving $1,000 to United Way on their behalf, and then they are taking that other $1,800 and they're writing it off. Now, from a business side, what exactly does that mean? Business deductions for charitable contributions. Again, we are a finance channel. If you want to learn about finance, come back for more. Generally talk about finance, but finance is a bit of a disaster right now. So venture capital and cruise ships are where it's at. Can a business deduct charitable donations? Charitable donations, this is what we want to look at. Charitable donations by corporations. Because corporations are separate entities. They can make charitable donations on their own behalf and take applicable deductions for these contributions. These will be included on the business's form and there's a schedule. Now they can do cash, non-cash, light goods, inventory. What do you think a cabin is? All a cabin is inventory. Now, you can't take the services, but a cabin is inventory. What you can't deduct is, you can't deduct your time. You can't deduct, going out and their employees giving time to United Way, but you can deduct these empty cabins that are sitting around and doing nothing. It's great, because they can literally write this off against their taxes. Brilliant. Gets you a cheap cruise, gets them a tax write-off. Win, 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 win. Win situation, which is like, oh, so many wins. But look, even if we look how to deduct charitable donations, you or your business may be able to take deductions by either giving cash or non-cash items. This cruise has a cash value, therefore it can be a non-cash item. You're paying $1,000 of the cruise, and then the extra $1,800 Virgin is donating. So they're getting that. It's actually really, really, really cool. So corporations made... Now, here's what's really cool. There's actually a... I was reading this. This is personal charitable. Now remember, the way this is set up, you can't deduct it yourself. Virgin is getting the full deduction here. Well, the $1,800 deduction. Your business can give cash, property, or equipment, which are called in-kind contributions. There was actually, where's charities must be qualified, deducting business property. So we got business inventory, fair market value the day you donated it. That's what's going on. Hold on. Okay, so perfect. You cannot deduct the value of your time or employees working as a volunteer for a charitable organization, such as time spent serving a nonprofit board or for a United Way organization. You cannot deduct time, but what Virgin's doing is they're deducting the value of the cabin off of cabins sold. This is absolutely brilliant. That's what's going on. And again, I like to say, like my mama always told me, if something's too good to be true, it most likely is. But what I've done is I've worked out exactly how this is happening. And this is less than every other cruise line is offering at the same period in time. And Virgin is, I don't know if I said this enough, Virgin is my favorite cruise line. I love it, love it, love it. And the thing is, there is no expectation to play in the casino, no expectation to spend more money. Generally, if you go on with the casino or you go on with certain discounts or you go on as a travel agent, you have expectations to sell the cruise, to play in the casino, to do different things like that. This has no expectations. It's a pure donation. Make a donation to the United Way, free cruise. Free cruise. But the cheapest cruise you can get for the remainder of 2022. I'm, right after this video, going to be picking up a few of these for family and friends, and then I'm going to release this video. But I hope you've enjoyed this quick look at how to get the cheapest deal on the best cruise, and it's not clickbait. By donating to the Miami United Way, you can get up to 5 cabins per transaction at $1,000 per cabin. And again, when you work out the math here, comparing all these cruise lines, I mean, there's Carnival, Royal Caribbean, Norwegian. This deal right here is legend. Wait for it. Dairy. This is Richard from No Pants Profits, still wearing no pants, wearing my animal shirt, and wearing my Virgin Voyages hat. Virgin Voyages is my favorite cruise line. No disparity. I think it's a great deal. When you wear no pants and you go on a cruise, I got an 8-day cruise coming up, all you got left to lose is your shirt. This is Richard from No Pants Profits, hoping to save you money and get you on a cruise real cheap. Have a great one. Bye!